Hello, Daily Success Friends. How is it going? I am pleased to be sharing a memo with you today. Previously, only people in elite coaching get this kind of memos. And today, I want to share a powerful personal experience with you that can help you get so much more out of your daily success friend. So, usually on Sundays, when I am planning my Monday and I am writing all the 6 priorities for next week, what matters is that I start thinking ahead beyond Monday and I look at all the other things that I already know are in my calendar. For example, some meetings that are already scheduled, or maybe something that I know I have to do, but I can't do it on Monday. I will decide if I want to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll write them in the journal on that particular day. Number two, throughout my week, let's say I go to a meeting, I meet a friend, someone gives me an inspiration for something to do, and I know I have to do it, but I can't do it that day. So I will decide in my journal again, which day do I want to do it? And maybe I want to do it on Friday. Maybe I want to do it in 2 weeks' time. I will go and write it at that particular date. What this does is that most of the time, I will end my days filling the journal, and while I'm filling the journal, I already have a list of priorities for the next day. That's the first thing it does to me. It does actually 3 things, and I will share those other 2 things shortly. Now, when I have clarity over what I need to do already ahead, that is amazing because so many times we have ideas, we have so many inspirations that come to us, and those inspirations could mean amazing new discoveries, amazing new sources of revenue, and so forth in our lives, but we forget to write them down. So, the first thing this approach forces you to do is that you're writing down all your ideas and you're not going to forget them at some point. It is okay. Maybe you will do it in 3 months' time and you don't know where to write it. That's fine. Write it. You don't need to force yourself. Write it in the next monthly reflection. Write it in the next weekly reflection, just to remind yourself that by the end of the week, when you're doing your reflection, you need to take care of that idea. Okay? Is that making sense so far, my daily success friend? Then I'm going to share the third thing with you. So, first of all, we spoke about planning ahead. Number two, we spoke about not forgetting ideas. And the third, I want to tell you about accelerating your success. In a recent series about energy and time management in elite coaching, we looked at many facets of how, if you are able to manage your energy better, you will see that time management will be effortless. And that is a completely different story for another day. But what is most critical here is that when you start to master how you're organizing yourself and how productive you are, you will notice at some point that there are days when you have achieved all your priorities before the end of the day. You have achieved all your priorities, let's say in the first 2 hours, 3 hours of the day, everything is done. Now, what do you do next? Is that a time to then waste and start scrolling on social media? Is that a time to go and do things that are not really priorities for you? No, my friend. The fact that you have been writing down your activities, your priorities for future days ahead, it is your opportunity to start doing the things you need to do the next day so that you can be more successful. In the end, what this does for me is that I accelerate my success. For example, I started today, I had out of my 6 priorities, which I had already written out since Wednesday this week when those ideas came to me. And today we're Friday. And when I was reviewing my priorities for this Friday, I realized that 2 out of the activities were already completed. Now, guess what? I added 2 more to make them the 6 priorities of the day. Those 2 extra activities, I would never have done them if I did not have all my things planned out and that I did not take the time to write them down back then. that I was not more productive in my day, so that I was already capable of completing two out of my 6 priorities of Friday before Friday even started. Now, do you see that now I will be even more successful because I have been able to complete not only my priorities of the week, and I have added more priorities. So that is something I wanted to share with you. It's powerful. It's going to help you. And remember, 3 things. Number 1, take the time to plan your days ahead. Many days out, it's very, very helpful. You don't have to run every day on autopilot. You don't have to start every day thinking, you don't have to end every day thinking hard to find the 6 priorities for next day. Number 2, write down your ideas, otherwise they will fly away. Number 3, accelerate your success. Use your newfound productivity and effectiveness with your time to pursue more priorities, and in no time you will be successful, more successful than you have ever imagined. And bonus, if it feels like you have really given your best, I'm not telling you keep working till you burn out. Sometimes the extra time you create in your day might be time spent on reflection. It might be time spent on treating yourself to something that is really meaningful to you. But please, not on scrolling social media, on wasting your time, but more on things that help you on your personal growth, on your life goals. For example, I love swimming. I will go swim because I love it, but I don't always find time. Now I created extra time. I will do that. Not only is it good for my mind, but also for my body. Or I will decide to review a course or something on my personal development, my personal growth. Those things matter. Or I will just reflect on my month, on my week ahead. I will just do the reflection that I was meant to do over the weekend right now, because it's helpful. There are many things that I have learned so far, and I actually feel like reflecting right now. All right, my amazing daily success friend. This is for you if you have been using this daily success trend for weeks now, and you have started seeing the changes. You have started seeing the changes to your productivity. Have a good day and see you soon.